everyone, it's Linda from Full Moon Studio. Welcome back to the channel. I've got a little book haul to show you today. My local charity shops are all closed, of course, due to lockdown. So in order to find some images and pages to use in my journals, I've had to turn my attention elsewhere. I've bought two brand new books, which is unusual for me. I prefer to use second-hand books and preferably charity shop books. And I've also been gifted a couple. So let me show you what I've got. So this is the first one. It's the Kew Gardens colouring book. It's a cute little book. It's just about 6 inches square. Actually, I'm familiar with it because there is a bigger version which I bought for my mum, who some of you will know is a colouring demon. So I'm always looking on nice colouring books for my mother. But this one's mine, and it was gifted to me by my friend Kathy. And Kathy's not long moved house, so she's been having a bit of a sort out, and she found this and said, I think it's got your name on it. So thanks, Kathy. I really appreciate it. And we'll have a quick look inside. I'm not going to do full flip throughs, but just have a quick look. It's got a lovely feel to this paper, so it'd be nice to tear up for collage. There's an introduction here. The artworks presented here are taken from the archive of Curtis's Botanical Magazine, founded in 1787. So that's sort of the history of illustrating flowers. Original watercolour drawings were made from life. Absolutely amazing. I mean, these people went to all sorts of places in, very difficult circumstances and produced these amazing drawings. So on each page you've got, or each double page if you like, you've got a colour image, and then you've got a grayscale image that you could colour in. So they are absolutely beautiful, and I can see them being used either to fussy cut. They make great journaling cards, and they're just absolutely lovely. Lovely. Oh, look at that. Now, unfortunately, I can't tell you the name of all of these, and they haven't written it on. That would have been nice. There might be a list, actually. Wait a minute. Sometimes there is a list of no. Oh yes, here we are. List of plates. So, right, 63. Acmea disjuncta. Okay, it's all in Latin, but 64 is passiflora, so we know that's a passion flower. Gorgeous. I just love this book. So Kathy, thank you so much. I will make extremely good use of it, I promise. So that's the first one. Now the next one is a kind of a happy mail. It came from my friend Julie at Camelia Crafts Designs, and Julie's got an Etsy shop and a YouTube channel, so I will link her YouTube channel down below because her work is beautiful and well worth spending some time having a look. So I've got a lovely handwritten tag from her, and I must make a correspondence journal so I can start keeping these things. And I think most of you are familiar with this book. It's the, if you like, it's the holy grail of junk journaling. I've got a couple of copies, and I've had them, my original one I've had for years, and then I bought one, and it was a couple of quid, and they're going for silly prices now. It's just daft. But I've got a few now to play with and cut up, and I just adore them. Everything about them, the colour of the paper, the weight of the paper, and then such a great diversity of images to use, florals, birds, insects, all sorts, and lovely quotes and poems as well. So it's a kind of all-in-one book. It's got everything you could possibly need. I think if you said you can only have one book, Linda, to work with, this would be it. So Julie, thank you so very much. You and I know a girl can never have too many copies of this, so thank you. Now I've splashed out, and I've bought this, and I don't normally buy new books to cut up and collage, but both of these books are intended to be used in this way, so we don't need to feel too bad about it. So this is called the Botanist's Sticker Book, which is quite hard to say, and I probably shouldn't tell you this, but Mr. Mac misread it as the Satanist's Sticker Book, and obviously was a little bit worried about what might be inside, but no, it is only flowers, and there are some bugs as well. So I think it's got something like 1,500 images. If that tells us on the back. Can't remember. Wait a minute. Let's see. Oh, I thought it said it's either 1,000 images or 1,500, but there's an awful lot. And each page has got these amazing stickers on. Beautiful, beautiful illustrations. And then the backs of the page, you know, the reverse of the stickers, this lovely green paper, which I know some of the girls have said, oh, that would make great stuff to go into a journal. But I'm using the book a little bit differently. It's got a couple of minor problems, if you like, and that is, first of all, the border around the stickers. Let me just pull that one up. Actually, I'll pull this one up because I probably won't be using it. And if you can see, they've got really huge borders, white borders round, which is kind of not the look I'm wanting. So I've been cutting the whole thing out so that I can fussy cut in nice and close. But the other problem with it is it's actually that they're not awful sticky. So I've been cutting out, cutting around, and then I've been peeling off and adding more glue to the back, and that works really well. And I've got a tag here that still needs a ribbon through, but that's from this book. So it's a little collage, and then what I've done with this, I've Mod Podged over it, but I added a drop of a brown re-inker into the Mod Podge, only a tiny amount, but it's just enough to take that stark whiteness off. And it's a matte medium, so it's taken the shininess off as well. So if anybody's got this book and are having problems with it, that's my solution. But it's got amazing botanical images. Here you can see I've cut some out, and my first thought actually about the colour was to try distressing around it, and it didn't really work. It was too shiny, and that wasn't a goer. So that's my solution at the moment, but they are beautiful. Sorry, there are some bugs in it. And the other thing, there are some giant stickers. So, I mean, that's huge. But I think what you could do is, if you wanted, you could fussy cut those out, or you could punch an image out. So there's a few of those throughout the book. And there's also, let's see. Yeah. There's an alphabet that goes all the way through, different alphabets, and these different sort of labels and things. So again, it's a great book to have to hand. I'm keeping that on my wee trolley right beside me now, and particularly, you know, if you can't be bothered to fussy cut, you've always got something to grab from there. So that's that one. It weighs a ton. And then finally, I've got this one, and again, I picked it up on Amazon. Extraordinary Things to Cut Out and Collage, over 1,500 images. Right, so this is 1,500. This one is 1,000. It's a lot. And this one is a more general book. Oh, that's a spare sticker. I'll pop that in there. It's got everything in it. So it's, again, a wee bit, little bit shiny, not too shiny. Let's get to the nitty gritty. But with this book, they have actually printed a light coloured border. Let me just see if I can show you that in a bit more. Yeah. If you look, you can probably see actually around the flowers here, there's, you know, a beigey coloured border. So it means you can cut it out as close or a little bit wider if you want, and you haven't got the whiteness. So as I say, this has got a bit of everything. People, art and culture, technology, domestic life, built environment, natural world, repeat elements, large elements, scenes, pin-ups. So a huge choice of different types of things to cut out. So again, very useful. Old black and white images there. These are kind of space agey, and these look as though they're from old movie photos. I think that's Diana Ross and the Supremes. Gymnasts, various heads. That'd be fun. Cut out a head and then stick it on an animal body or something like that. Oh, noses and eyes and hands, and some anatomical pieces. And then we've got some sculpture, David, and here we've got various artists. So Van Gogh, Klimt, not sure who else. Oh, look, Mona Lisa, Laughing Cavalier. Lovely girl with a pearl earring. Yeah. So some great arty ones. And then, oh, superheroes. More from sort of girly comics. This reminds me of Bunty, if you're old enough to remember that. And then some rather mystical ones. And some cars. Pretty sure, yeah, it's a Ford Anglia. My granddad had one of those. And then we've got different types of transport, space age, some mechanically stuff, some rather odd illustrations of food. That I know what they look like. Do you know the sort of 1960s cookbooks? That's the sort of thing that reminds me of. Some toys. Then we've got various household artifacts. A kludgy. In Scotland, a loo like that's called a kludgy. So I won't go through it all. Again, lots more botanical images. Oh, animals, which is something I don't really have. Then some architecture. Some signs, more architecture. Some sculptures. And then we've got some florals. And interestingly, of course, this is a very interesting thing about copyright. I'm just looking here. Won't be able to find it now, but I've noticed that there's some images here that are reproduced here, though they're larger here, which is useful. And of course, because they're copyright-free images in the public domain, so that's why you'll see them in different books like this. There you go. Isn't that funny? I can't see it now. Yes, look, that one and that one. So they've come up, reproduced slightly different colours and different sizes, but interesting nonetheless. And then we've got trees, and leaves, and some fruit, and some fungi, or more fungi. And then we've got some weird animals. Sorry, the snakes turn over quick. Bunnies and hares and foxes, that's nice. And more kind of safari type animals. Doggies. Oh, sorry. Okay, peacocks. Love the flamingo. And some birdie heads. And then we've got fishy wishies. Again, I've got some of these images somewhere else from some old collage sheets. I recognise them. So that's fine. Oh, squiddly diddlies. And then seaweed and urchins and things. And more seaweed. Now that seaweed's definitely in this book. Definitely. There you go. Definitely the same seaweed. shells, more shells, butterflies, more butterflies, oh, bugs, sorry, bees, they're all right. And then, do you know what? This is the only couple of pages in the book that I don't like. I'm like, really? I don't know why they've done that. And that's a very stylized butterfly, that's fine, but that one's hideous, isn't it? The same with these flowers. I just really don't see me using that, but nor these. But overall, it's a brilliant book. And then we've got these huge pieces here, you know, and the idea being that you add more pieces to them. Bowl of soup, big cat, the goldfish bowl. Oops, Mr. Mac will like that. A big tree and a big hand. And then here's some old-fashioned postie card scenes. That's Florida, the lizard in Cornwall, and then these two don't have a name. And a desert scene. And a big mountain scene. I can't see me necessarily using these. It's not my kind of thing. Here's some pin-ups. I think that's Liz, isn't it? And that's Audrey Hepburn, I think. Pretty sure. I don't know who that is. I'm really sorry. I don't know who it is. If you know, please comment. I cannot think. Marilyn, obviously. I don't know. I want to say Jane someone, and I'm not sure. But as I say, so out of this big book, I would say there's probably a few pages at the back here that are of no interest to me, but overall, just another fabulous set of images to use. So that'll keep me quiet for a while, for sure. And I figure, you know, the next time I get down to my mum and dad's, if I ever get there, then this would be the sort of thing just to take with me. A couple of things like this, so I can make a bit of ephemera if I want to, but I can also just sit and chat and fussy cut, and that's that. So that's me got 4 new books to play with. So once again, thank you very much to you, Julie, and to you, my dear friend Kathy, and I hope you've enjoyed watching, and if you have, I'd appreciate a big thumbs up and subscribe down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.